Today we are talking about not even just my LoA-ON wish list, but everyone else's LoA-ON wish list. So let's get into it. For me, and I think chat would agree, a huge concern is the stability of newer and returning players continuing to play the game. Okay, so that's a huge concern for me. I don't actually have that many wants, needs, or I don't really have that many complaints with where I'm at in the game. But the problem is newer and returning players aren't going to go past. They're not going to want to get past that initial push to really experience the best part of the game, because they have to interact with, especially at the very beginning of the game, all the little kind of, I don't want to use the word terrible, but we'll just say very inconvenient and just really not fun to interact with systems like elixirs, like transcendence, like doing honing and advanced honing. There's just a lot of confusion. Plus, they have to learn the entire tier 3 structure of power and power gain, and then they go straight into tier 4 and they have to learn the entirety of that, which is, it's just too much. It is too much. Yeah, like cutting a real stone, exactly. Like it's too much, guys. Simplify the systems. Good God. It's not fun to interact with transcendence and elixirs, especially. Okay, quite literally everything is better about tier 4. The chaos dungeons are better. Getting your gear is better. Getting your power is better. It's more understandable. It actually is simpler going through the arc passive system. Everything is better. Being able to switch between class specs is exactly mellow. Everything is better. Okay, when we all started playing the game at the beginning, what did we get into? We started playing the game, we immediately got into the combat. We got into the story, right? Then we got into like guardian raids, chaos dungeons. It's all fighting, it's all battles, it's all the combat, right? That's where this game shines. And then much later, we got into all of the other systems, right? But at that point in time, we'd already really started to enjoy the game for what it was, the big highlights of the game. But now new returning players, they come into the game and all they do is interact with these kind of shit systems that aren't really fun to interact with. And then the next big thing that they need to do, in my opinion, is permanently. Is that how you spell permanently? Yep. Permanently include Mokoko leaf system. Do we agree or disagree? It's good, but it could be much better. Now, how are they going to make it much better? Do we agree? Times 10 clear, you have the Mokoko leaf until you have it, and then it disappears once you clear 10 times, and you get it per raid. So it's quite literally just, it's the same system or the same premise as what was that? Procyon's protection. When you come into the raid, I think you can do the raid 10 times and then Procyon's protection disappears, right? Something like that. I just think this makes sense. Make the shop, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say make it 50% better. I would say 40% better. Example of weekly honing books. You know, just make the shop a little bit better for the Mokoko leaf shop. Okay, it's going to continually incentivize people. I can't tell you how many times that everyone in chat, people in chat, were telling me, hey, I finally got accepted into a group. Hey, you know, finally I was able to beat normal Echidna or hard Echidna or hard Thamine. I got into a group, you know, whether they just got straight bust through, or they were, you know, pretty nice and asked them if they knew the mechs and helped them. Either way, okay, either way, it's still giving that player the opportunity to get into the raid and experience it. Whereas previously, they're not getting into it at all, because guess what? They're getting gate kept. That's not fun, because they're not even get to play the game. The best part of this game are the raids, is the combat. And if you can't even do that, then like, why are you playing the game? And that's why they stopped playing the game. That's a huge reason. Okay, make it easier to get to tier 4, especially 1600 to 1620 should be like 25% of the cost. It should be like 75k to 100k maximum to get from 1600 to 1620. If it's without books, you're freaking cooked, bro. 425k rounded to 425k average luck. This is trash. This is crazy, because if you have a 1600 and you're doing solo raids, how much gold are you making per week? Solo raids, you're making like what, 20k? 20k maybe a week, 15k-ish. Bro, how is someone expected to cover just the honing costs? The cards, all right. Cards are pretty terrible. I watched one of John Paul's videos actually not too long ago, and he said one thing that I super agree with, and that is that it shouldn't be a grind to get the card set bonuses like LOS 30, right? The damage bonus. You shouldn't have to grind so hard to get that. You should have to grind for the extra bit of like bonus demon damage, or bonus to plants, or bonus to animals, or whatever the hell it is, right? 5 hours a week is fair, right? For a casual player, that's like 30-45 minutes a day, some days, or like, you know, 4 or 5 days a week, I guess 6 days a week, or like a couple hours on the weekend, you know, on Saturdays and Sundays type of thing. 100%, this is the biggest thing I want. Access to Arc Passive at 1640. I don't think it makes sense for us to change gear, right? We get relic gear, we get these Arc Passive points, right? You have Arc Passive points, you have evolution points on your relic gear. Then you can also get relic accessories at 1640. You can change your accessories. Fantastic, boom. But guess what? You can't do anything with it. You're still using tier 3 systems in tier 4. Guys, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, man. It doesn't make sense. This has to be changed. This is, it's like, it's such a big one. Holy guys, this has to be changed. There's this huge dead zone from 1640 to 1660 where you're just leveling and kind of like hoping. I guess initially they wanted people to really FOMO and get to 1660, push there, you know, and swipe and everything. I get it. Okay, it is a company. And guys, guess what? Businesses and companies are in business to make money, so it is part of it. However, you know, at this point in the game, they need to change it. Being able to have access to Arc Passive at 1640, it's going to give you a lot of motivation to hone your character to 1660 to do Aegir normal to get more power, because it doesn't take that long to hone from 1640 to 1660. It's going to take like a couple weeks, right? And then once you get to Aegir normal, you start getting your ancient pieces and you start getting more power each week. And it's really fun because each week, you know, you're getting a little bit more power here, a little bit more power there. So it's a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah. This is big. Thamine and Echidna solo raids. Where? This is a good one. This is a very, very good one here. I think that they should pretty much have solo raids up until the newest raid. This is definitely cope. Like if you and your buddy want to go in, or like you have 2 or 3 friends, it would be very cool to be able to just go in with your 2 or 3 friends. I would love this. Yeah, like it's like a solo with friends. Yeah, like you could do 4-mans. Exactly. You could. You'd be getting less, you know, rewards, but it's okay. Unlimited solo raid entrance, but you won't get anything after doing it weekly. To train yourself with the mechanics of each gate. Sleepless, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, you could definitely do that. This is definitely goes kind of under the Mokoko stuff. Yeah, I like that. That's not bad. I don't think that that's harmful in any way. I think that that would be a really good change. We're gonna go on to this. We're gonna go on to something I really want New frickin' class. Like, we gotta have a new class, right? I know there's one coming, and I gotta say it because it is what I personally want. But new class. Female Gunlancer Pog? Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't have any speculation, really. It could be a gunner. Do you think it's gonna be a male or a female gunner, though? Better be a lady? You want a lady Minotti? Sheesh, okay. Female Paladin or Gunlancer? Bro, female Paladin would be, or female Gunlancer would be insane, Romello. Golden Frog, was that mentioned? No, I mean, Golden Frog would be nice, but I feel like it's not like game changing, right? I would like to see it though, Chris. I would really like to see it. But for a LoA-ON, like a LoA-ON wish list, I don't think it belongs in this list per se. But I think in general, just for me as a whole, these are some of the major things I would love to see on LoA-ON. They always come out with stuff that I didn't really even think about, and that's cool. They're gonna have a lot of cool stuff there, but if even some of these get met, especially these for the newer and returning players, that's going to make the game much more accessible. I think that is pretty much it from what myself, me, and pretty much everyone in chat really wants out of LoA-ON. With a couple of exceptions, we tried to focus on the major changes that I think would be good for newer returning players and the people towards the in-game content right now that are more veteran players or they've been playing pretty consistently for a while. But really, guys, I want to hear from you too. And everyone on Twitch right now, wave to everyone watching on YouTube, please. Make them feel warm and welcome. Give me a wave, all right? I want everyone on YouTube, please hit me in the comments of this video. Let me know what you want. And it could be as cope as you want it to be. I want to see what changes you would really like in the game. Also, let me know if you're like a newer player, a returning player, or more of a veteran player. That way I can kind of see what your perspective is with what you'd like to see change. That would be awesome. And guys, don't forget to come and hang out on Twitch with all these kind people. Actually, they're above me in chat waving. It's just twitch.tv/itsdubla. All right, come and hang out. I'm live pretty much every day now. But guys, this is it. We're wrapping it up. This is the official dub and chat LoA-ON wish list. We'll see what happens come December 14th. But guys, I'll see you around Arcasia. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.